But honestly, I mean, I do see the road of baby number 5, but at the right time. I want to grind a little bit. I want to get out here and drop it like it's hot a couple of times.
Drop it like it's hot.
Okay.
Yes, we want to see you.
Because when I'm trying to drop it like it's hot with the belly, I can't quite get up. So we got to take my time a little bit. Mama got to love on herself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, it's Goldie, and I'm back with a new video. So today we are talking about Russell and Ciara Wilson. Now, this is a couple that is couple goals for many of us, but some of us online are starting to notice a somewhat concerning trend between the couple. So as we know, the couple married back in July of 2016, and since then it's been somewhat of a whirlwind romance. I mean, we have gotten an opportunity to see our girl Ciara be loved down, out loud, and proud in public, okay? Another thing that we have been privy to is to really get some in-depth information regarding the preparation needed and necessary that was necessary in order for her to be aligned to find her king, Russell.
So wait, what is the story of that?
You guys are so
The story
honestly,
is that you prayed on it, right?
I never said that, but but I did do that. I did pray. But the fans are so sweet. I think they've just been going on this ride with me, and you got to think there has to be some kind of prayer, that brings you to the, to the journey, through the journey.
What is the prayer? What is the prayer? Is there a specific prayer, or do you? Everybody prays different. Everybody prays different.
I prayed many times. I may not say everything that I prayed, but I can tell you I was very specific at this point in my life. And first thing first is when I started to get myself centered, I started to understand the power of loving myself, firstly. And I had to commit to that idea. Let me love myself. Let me get myself in the right place, so that, I can, love myself. If I love myself right, then I believe I can get the love that I deserve. I'll have the love. I'll be loved the way that I deserve. And then I can also be clear enough to love the way I'm supposed to love as well. As far as praying, I did have many times where I prayed. So when I prayed, I'll tell you a few things that I did pray. I prayed for a God-fearing man. I prayed.
Oh, God.
I prayed for discernment. I prayed.
Now, we all know that Ciara had previously had a child with the rapper Future, and after just a few years in that relationship, she decided to move on when her son, Little Future, was just a few months old. We also then got an opportunity to really listen to Russell and kind of see what his preparation was in terms of finding his queen, Ciara.
Partnership, you got to have your non-negotiables. So I started writing those out. 5 is the number of grace. Number 1 is I wanted a woman of faith, right? Somebody who was equally yoked and somebody who believed in Jesus and everything else the same way. Number 2 is I wanted a woman who was faithful, not just to me, but also faithful to everything that she's doing. To her friends, to her job, her occupation. A woman who was faithful. Number 3 is I wanted a woman who was independent, had her own identity. Wasn't always Russell's wife or this or that. They had their own identity, they had their own dream. Number 4 was I wanted a woman that was going to love me the way my mom loved my dad on his deathbed, when he was at his lowest. And the 5th thing is that I wanted a woman who would tilt the room. When she walks in the room, all the furniture would slide her way. Prayed about that, wrote it out. I wrote actually out on a napkin at dinner as we were sitting there eating a steak dinner, and we prayed over it. 3 days later, I meet C.
So we got a chance to learn a little bit about what each of them did to prepare themselves to not only meet each other, but to engage in a relationship that was loving and fulfilling for both of them. But now, some of us on the outside looking in are somewhat concerned. Some social media users are voicing that concern in terms of feeling as if Ciara may be a victim of manipulation in some way. Now, I know this sounds crazy, and a lot of people think that this is couple goals and just want to have a relationship just like this in the future. So the idea of manipulation having taken place at some point in this relationship is kind of a little far-fetched. But hear me out. I just want to point out some things that to me can be presented as somewhat of a concern. Now, I've had my thoughts, but now that I see more of us really beginning to maybe have a little bit of concern, I guess I feel more confident in speaking on this. But it seems like Ciara is interested in restarting her career. And every time she is speaking about getting started in a career or making moves, making videos, dropping songs, somehow she ends up pregnant. But it's not really that she just ends up pregnant. In my opinion, it seems like an intentional campaign that Russell launches in order to encourage her to have another child. Now, Ciara and Russell got married in 2016, and she was pregnant just 4 months after tying the knot. In 2017, April of that year, they welcomed their first child together, Sienna Princess Wilson, and the world celebrated with them. And by July of 2020, they welcomed their first son together, Wynn Harrison Wilson. He was such an adorable baby.
Look at the fellas. So cute. Late night chilling. He's so precious. Gosh, he's so beautiful. Yeah. Wynn. Hi, baby. Hanging out with Daddy.
Hey, what's up, mama?
What's up, baby?
You gonna feed me? That's what's up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You about to feed me? That's what's up.
Hey. You guys.
We need to have more of these little things.
Okay, so now I'm about to start the video right now.
And this is where things kind of started to become a bit more concerning. At the end of the video, I don't know if you could hear, but Russell said that we needed to have more of these little things. Now, mind you, Wynn was only a month old at the time that Russell had stated that. Ciara quickly ended the video saying, okay, we need to cut this video off right now. So at this time, Ciara was now a mom to 3. She went from being a mom of 1 when they married in 2016 to now being a mom to 3 in 2020. And by early 2022, Russell began his probably most overt public campaign for more babies yet.
So this is fun. I get to be on set with you. I get to be, okay, we're gonna have a little fun today, huh?
Yes. So guys, the funny thing is that Russ makes me really nervous.
I do.
So yes, you do. For some reason, I don't know. I mean, I kind of know why, but I don't know. I always feel so vulnerable when I'm with you in this setting, but...
Well, I do know everything about you, first of all. And second of all, I'm gonna make you more nervous right now. You guys want me to make her more nervous?
No, we don't. No, why?
Well, I have a question for you.
What?
Serious question.
No, what is going on?
Can we have more babies? I mean, it would be perfect. Just give me one more at least, you know what I mean? Is that a yes?
We definitely can't. We got a little time before we get there.
Oh, come on. All right.
So silly. I was like, what? I mean, we already been there before, you know what I'm saying?
And while this was a really cute moment captured on film, Ciara verbally expressed a desire to wait a little while to have more children. She made it clear that she is interested in more babies with Russell, but she wanted to wait a little while. And in July of 2022, he even went so far as to publicly surprise her with flowers as she was finishing up a work project. We would then go on to learn that she was really far along pregnant by the time she announced her video or her pregnancy in the How We Roll video collaboration with Chris Brown in August of 2023.
I know, I'm taking on my gloss off. You look so handsome. Thanks, baby. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you.
Now this time, Ciara made her pregnancy much more public than she had in the past, showcasing her beautiful baby bump while she filmed the video for How We Roll with Chris Brown. Just showed how much she really was interested in continuing her career and continuing to make the art that we've all come to know her for. And now this song was actually a bop. This song really showed us that Ciara of the early 2000s still had the juice, honey. Ciara still had the power to make great music. The song actually debuted at number 18 and peaked at number 8 in January of 2024 after spending 8 weeks on the charts. So on December 11th, 2023, Ciara and Russell welcomed their beautiful little baby, Amora Princess Wilson, who was 9 pounds and 1 ounce. Such a big baby. And would you know it that just after Ciara began posting pictures of herself looking so amazing as she worked to transition back to her pre-baby body, Russell began making comments saying that he was ready for baby number 5 and that they could call this new baby Cinco.
Russell posted Ciara baby number 5. So are you
Listen, let me just tell you, my sweet honey, when I look at him, my belly starts to grow. So I'm like, do not look at me and do not say that. So he does this thing now. He goes to me like this. And I'm like, hi, babe, love you. High five. Yes, high five. He says cinco. I'm like, high five. Hola, mi amor. You know, te amo mucho. Wow. High five is what we're doing.
Now, after going from 1 child to 3 children from 2016 to 2020, and then Russell making a public plea on Ellen DeGeneres to have more babies, and Ciara obliging and giving him more babies after she had asked for time very explicitly, very clearly. Can you imagine now walking around your home and seeing your husband holding up a number 5, just reminding you that he's ready for baby number 5 and you are just a few months postpartum? And now let's take it another step forward and let's talk about how you are now showing your beautiful body that you're working hard to get back into your optimal shape, and you have your husband making public comments under those posts encouraging you or saying that he wants to have another baby, for other commenters to chime in and talk about how God intended for us to be fruitful and multiply, and she has a good man and he's one of the best, like the lady said in the background in the video when he surprised her with those flowers when he was buttering her up for this baby in the first place. You have all these commenters coming in saying that they wish they had a man like him and they would give him as many babies as he wanted, and basically ignoring the fact that you have asked for more time for your career and for yourself to just love on yourself yourself before you have another child. Just imagine the kind of pressure Ciara is under to now keep her husband happy, but also honor herself and what it is that she wants to do for herself in the next few years. Just really think about that.
But honestly, I mean, I do see the road of baby number 5, but at the right time. I want to grind a little bit. I want to get out here and drop it like it's hot a couple of times.
Drop it like it's hot.
Okay.
Yes, we want to see you.
Because when I'm trying to drop it like it's hot with the belly, I can't quite get up. So we got to take my time a little bit. Mama got to love on herself a little bit.
Now, Ciara again here is making it clear that she wants to love on herself a little bit. Now, just look at Ciara as a pregnant woman. Pregnancy is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I am a mother myself. But let me tell you, pregnancy is a journey. You can be so tired. Oh my goodness. Like completely exhausted with trying to grow this miracle, this bundle of joy in your womb. I mean, it is exhausting. Not to mention that you look nothing like yourself. You look nothing like yourself when you're pregnant. And now we have Ciara here. I mean, just looking beautiful. This lady is snapping back wonderfully, back into shape and getting her groove back. But not only did Russell not hear her, but Jennifer didn't hear her either. And it also seems a lot of times that we, as her supporters, are not listening to her when she says that her interest right now is herself and loving on herself and creating some great music.
I mean, even pregnant, look how beautiful. You just, stay beautiful regardless. And you still drop it like it's hot. Either way it goes, as long as you know.
Thank you so much.
She stays beautiful, doesn't she? Yes, she does.
See, Jennifer, that was the time for you to say, yes, honey, take time for you and create us some bops while you at it. Talk about her music and talk about the next things that she's interested in talking about. Now, we have these pictures that Ciara dropped yesterday with, breathtaking. But here we have Ciara here dancing with her baby. She just wants to have fun, relax a little bit, get to know her children, spend time with them. Motherhood is more than just pushing the babies out and feeding them and clothing them. You really have to spend time with these children. You really have to get to know these children. And especially when you have more than one child, I'm a mother of 4 myself, you have to get to know each child individually. You want to make sure that each child feels loved and supported and just acknowledged and loved by mom. And we also have Ciara here spending time with the girls. Just relaxing and doing her thing, focusing on herself, and again, talking about dropping some music for us.
I'm with the girls. We're talking about these angles. TT is educating us. What are we supposed to do?
We gotta do it horizontal.
But this also made me think a little bit more deeply about what it is that Russell said he was looking for in a woman and what actually drew him to Ciara to begin with. And I went back to that video that he posted saying that he had written these things down and then the next day he met Ciara. I really wanted to take a second to dissect that just a little bit.
Partnership, you got to have your non-negotiables. So I started writing those out. 5 is the number of grace. Number 1 is I wanted a woman of faith, right? Somebody who was equally yoked and somebody who believed in Jesus and everything else the same way. Number 2 is I wanted a woman who was faithful, not just to me, but also faithful to everything that she's doing, like to her friends, to her job, her occupation.
But did you really, Russell? Because it's seeming to me a little bit like you don't want to share. It's seeming to me that even though you wanted a woman who was faithful to all of the things that she had going on and her goals and aspirations and dreams and friends, it seems as if you want to be the center of the life. It seems as if everything has to kind of point back to you. Almost as if you want to dominate. Almost as if you want to dominate Ciara's public persona.
Woman was faithful. Number 3 is I wanted a woman who was independent, had her own identity. It wasn't I was Russell's wife or this or that. Like they had their own identity, they had their own dream.
Are you sure about that, Russell?
Number 4 was I wanted a woman that was going to love me the way my mom loved my dad on his deathbed when he was at his lowest.
See, now this is where I think Ciara finds herself between a rock and a hard place. She wanted a marriage like her mom and dad enjoyed, a more than 30-year marriage. She wanted to have a family and enjoy a family life. And so with that being said, I have no doubt that she loves Russell, that she wants to be with him, that she honors and values her family. But I also feel that at the same time, Ciara wants a little bit of autonomy. I don't know if I should say allegedly because I ain't trying to get myself in trouble here. But just from the outside looking in, it seems as if Ciara is struggling with allowing Russell to have say in the family that he wants to create, and also taking time to honor herself and to kind of be true to herself and what it is that she would like to do with her life.
And the 5th thing is I wanted a woman who would tilt the room. When she walks in the room, all the furniture would slide her way. Prayed about that, wrote it out. I wrote actually on a napkin at dinner as we were sitting there eating a steak dinner, and we prayed over it. 3 days later, I meet C.
See, and Russell, you have that. Everything that you wanted in a wife, you have in Ciara. And see, ladies, this is why it is important to make sure that you vet with intentionality. Now, vetting goes beyond just trying to determine if a man has a job or a car or a house or money. It really goes into determining if the guy you are interested in pairing with and marrying and being with for the rest of your life also has the same outlook that you have regarding your lifestyle. If this man wants a stay-at-home wife, a woman who supports him in his career and kind of lives vicariously through him, would that man be, happy to support or share or push you forward if you wanted to gain some independence outside of the marriage? If you wanted to explore your goals and ambitions and other dreams beyond being a mother and being a wife, which are 2 very prestigious vocations, don't get me wrong, but women are so dynamic. There's so much more that we can do, and there's so much more to life. And you really want to make sure through vetting that you take time to determine if this guy is right, if he is a right fit for you in every stage of life that you believe you may enter into. Check the comments, check the description, sign up for my course on vetting with intentionality to really give you a starting space to really take time to take a comprehensive look at this guy you're considering tying your life to, okay? Now, I'm not saying that Russell is a bad guy by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying that Russell may not be hearing what his wife is trying to tell him.
You guys.
We need to have more of these little things.
Okay, so now let's stop the video right now.
What?
Serious question.
No, what is going on?
Can we have more babies? I mean, it would be perfect. Just give me one more at least, you know what I mean? Is that a yes?
We we definitely can't. We got a little time before we get there.
Oh, come on. All right.
So silly. I was like, but honestly, I mean, I do see the road of baby number 5, but at the right time. I want to grind a little bit. I want to get out here and drop it like it's hot a couple of times.
Drop it like it.
So, we got to take my time a little bit. Mama got to love on herself a little bit.
Now, Ciara has really made an impact on the music scene, especially the crunk and B scene that originated in Atlanta. And Ciara has some hits. We need to see Ciara headlining the Super Bowl. She definitely has the repertoire to make it happen. Let's get our girl to the Super Bowl, okay? Thank you all for listening. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? Remember, your love is golden, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.